attack from Terry.
Facility here on the campus of the Lynchburg Hornets. And Lynchburg, PA, this is the main event and a moment of truth. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, it's time to bring the noise. Lynchburg boxing fans, are you ready to do this? Then let's do this!
Were the weigh-ins here?
The weigh-ins were here, yes, sir.
He weighed in a rough and ready 163.2 pounds. His professional record, 11 victories, only 2 defeats, 1 draw, 8 big deals to his credit. He's a tough Tar Heel from Tobacco Road. Hailing from Forest City, North Carolina, boxing fans, please welcome Daniel Buzzsaw Terry. And his opponent fighting on the red corner. He's wearing the burgundy and gold trunks. He weighed in at a lean 164.8 pounds. Undefeated as a pro. A perfect 10-0. With 8 KOs to his credit as well. Being called the one to watch in the division today. From Amherst, VA. Right there, here is
Let's see how the puzzle pieces match today. Immediately, Daniel Terry's here to test the temperature of the young Deanda. Deanda staying on his jab right now, backing up. Just download the information, as he said, literally. Deanda controlling the ring with his jab right now so far. Trying to show off his speed and angles, but Daniel Buzzsaw Terry is making it messy this round.
Came out strong and fast. He looks like he's just trying, like you said, make it messy. He's looking to have a dogfight with him.
Yes.
He looks like he's just looking to stress Austin right off the bat.
Yeah, and test the temperature of the young Deanda. I believe that's a great game plan from Daniel Terry's side. He needs to test and see how well Deanda can take a punch. Deanda hasn't been punched much in his professional career, and Daniel seems to be the man that wants to do it today. Deanda's getting caught with the right hand a little bit more. He hasn't really found that range quite yet, and Daniel Terry's making it hard for him to find it.
In and out. He's staying in and out. So I think he's not really giving Austin much room to work.
They're both landing great right hands.
Yep.
Austin shaking it off when he rolled that right hand of Terry. No, I see Terry raising his elbows a lot when he's trying to block punches to the head. I believe that young Deanda is going to start touching that body and start noticing the elbows flaring up a little bit more.
Got a clean uppercut hook on him, too.
Daniel Terry is looking for a big right hand. And he just wants to make sure he doesn't lead over that front foot and get caught with the right hand of Deanda's. Great round for Terry at the beginning. I do have to give it to Deanda just because he stayed solid throughout the entire round and kept meaningful shots going throughout the round, as Terry landed his first few in the very minute and then kind of negated to throw the rest of the round as much as he did in the first third of the fight. You know?
He definitely was getting a little more comfortable at the end of the round, timing him a little better. I hope he can last longer, but I question how long Buzzsaw is going to last at that pace, because he's breathing real heavy over there, but he could just be doing that as a breathing technique for the corner.
Yes, that is a great breathing technique. You take 3 deep breaths all the way to your stomach and blow it out, and make sure your lungs are just kind of revitalized a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to change his life, but certainly a nice tactic to use if you feel like you're fatigued. Deanda looking for short, crisp right hands right now. He's not putting too much heat on it. He's not loading up, just staying tight, as Daniel Terry loads up just a tad bit.
Yep, on both sides. Looks like he's
Austin Deanda rolling the right hand of Terry. I believe he has caught the timing of Terry right now so far. As you pointed out earlier, Terry does look a little bit more fatigued than he did at the beginning portion of the first round. Breathing out of his mouth a little bit more.
You see his mouth's open.
Yes. And this is a 10-round fight, so
he might be approaching it as trying to finish it before that if he can put enough pressure on Austin.
He doesn't believe that it'll be 10.
He might be hoping that he can break him before then.
Daniel Terry trying to cut the ring off and not allow the young Deanda to use his great feet. But he takes control with that nice jab and just operates off of it very well so far.
Looks like that an accidental head tap, so
I believe that Deanda wanted to take a little bit of retribution for the accidental headbutt. Came out with a little bit more intention afterwards. The corner of Deanda protesting that Daniel Terry is a little hurt right now and he wants to test his temperature and see how well he can take a punch.
looks like he's caught his composure, in my opinion, from where we're sitting.
I don't believe that he had him hurt originally. I think that Daniel's just a little bit less apt to run into the right hand of Deanda, just like he did. He's trying to control it a little bit more and not get hit as much as he just did. Deanda picking up the power on his rear right hand and changing it up, throwing straights, uppercuts, different directions. That's what Daniel Terry is trying to figure out right now, how he's punching and Daniel Terry landing a nice right hand. Deanda gets back on his feet, trying to allow him to reach and counter a little bit more. Sorry, I paused for a moment. Great footwork of Deanda. Terry is looking for an overhand right now to kind of hurt Deanda. I would like him to throw that a little bit more straight. I believe that he'd have a little bit more success with it.
If there's a straight shot as opposed to going for the big hook.
Yes, yeah. Take a little bit off of that, not put as much as he possibly can on it. He's looking for kill shots right now. And if he feels if he can hurt
a little smoother too with his head work and rolling under the punches.
Is Austin has developed the trait to be able to roll with punches really well. And that was a beautiful angle by Deanda. Deanda seems to have relaxed and calmed the storm of Buzzsaw Terry so far. A little less steam off of it, off those right hands of Terry. Deanda blinding him with that left hand, and then sending his right hand. That's the object of what he's trying to do when Daniel Terry is leaned over like that. He blinds him with that lead jab, hides the right hand behind it. Terry is a little bit more on the defensive end this round.
He came out very hard, but now he's on his heels. Slow down. I think some of those shots that he took earlier in the round slowed him down a little bit.
Yes, I do believe. I also believe that the body work has done quite a bit. I've seen many clean liver shots from Deanda, and speaking from experience, the liver shots will take some steam off of you. Daniel Terry trying to have the herky-jerky head movement and confuse the young Deanda.
Did good there, avoiding the punches.
Terry lands a nice right hand and has the smile of Deanda on the face. Going into the third round, guys. Daniel Terry staying with the attack of the right hand. He's looking for a nice lead right hand to land on Deanda.
Terry's definitely trying to attack his body now. He's making a point to go body head, be a little more aggressive with his body.
It's a good job, a great game plan, because Daniel Terry's taking a little bit of steam off those punches, not loading up as much, and now he's landing a little bit more efficiently. Also lands quite a few clean Deanda lands a few clean punches throughout that combination. Austin is changing levels with both hands constantly, side to side, going to the flanks, and then mixing up down the middle. Daniel Terry's not sure if Austin's looking for a right hook to the body or looping it a little bit over that lead shoulder of his, confusing him constantly with it. Daniel Terry is making Deanda work this round. He is constant with this round.
Pressure on him.
Yes.
Forward pressure. He's just constantly walking forward.
Deanda is controlling this round a lot with just his lead hand, whether it be a left hook or left uppercut or a jab. He's changing it up in variation. More than likely it's with a jab. He's just beating Daniel Terry to the punch quite literally with the left hand right now. But Daniel Terry had the right idea throughout most of that round.
Put more pressure on him.
Touch gloves at the beginning of the round being cordial and immediately start punching each other. Deanda's controlled this portion of the round with that lead hand as Daniel Terry follows up with a good left straight. I believe that he has now switched to southpaw. He wants to try to test some waters like that.
He's definitely changing his speed up on his punches. I think he's trying to keep Austin thinking, but Austin's really staying ahead of it with the better head work.
He is, and Austin, not to be confused with his IQ also, a very young man at the age of 20 years old, but a very wise man in the boxing ring. He understands and he picks up and grasps new concepts every single time I see him. He learns something every time I see him. He's constantly evolving. And with somebody like Scott Sigmund in his corner, the sky's the limit for the kid.
It's like Austin was complaining about getting hit in the back of the head.
I'm not sure if I saw the punch, but things slip by you know?
Kind of grazed him. Austin keeps turning his head far right, though.
Yes, he's given him the back of the head while turning with the punch. So if you follow up with a second punch, you are legally giving him the back of the head to punch at that moment.
Looks like Buzzsaw's just throwing combos, candidly, and with Austin turning his head, he's just connecting sometimes.
And that's what he should do. If Deanda is going to give him the back of the head, he needs he needs to just continue the combinations. Great body work, picking them apart on levels. Deanda, that is. Good jab of Daniel Terry. Terry switches momentarily and then switches back to orthodox.
Another good jab on Terry. They're definitely trading a lot more this round.
Daniel needs to make sure that he doesn't allow Deanda to just work the jab and work the lead hand. That's how Deanda is going to keep the center of the ring, keep the round for himself. He has to get inside and not allow the young swelling up a tad bit. Like we pointed out earlier, Deanda's focus is the lead hand, and he is touching Daniel Terry's right eye with that left hook and that jab. It's swelling up a little bit. I don't think there will be a problem throughout the fight, but we can only see.
Be something to look out for. Deanda's got a mushroom under his cheek, too.
Yes, he does. He had it actually earlier in the very first round. I believe that Daniel Terry caught him with a nice right hand and gave him that little moose. They cordially touch gloves again and punch each other in the face immediately. It's amazing.
This is the first round that Deanda came out very, very fast, very quick. Jose's trying to just break Terry's will.
Throwing short, crisp punches. Austin catches and angles. I would like to see him just continue it just like that. That's how he's going to catch Daniel Terry with clean punches that he doesn't even see. Daniel Terry not cutting the ring off as much as I would like, making the fight a little bit easier on him if he does cut the ring off. The feet of Deanda has been the difference maker so far, being able to pull in and out of range and control that distance.
Looks like Terry's just going to grind it out this round. Looks like he's kind of staying in front of him, not giving up, not backing up, still walking forward, but he's just going to grind it out, not really working any angles. Not really throwing a lot of volume either.
Not moving his head off of the center line much. I believe he's just trying to test the will of the young man and see where Deanda is. Terry with nice body work shot just now. Nice body shot. And that's what he needs to try to continue to go to the body with those nice left hands. Deanda looking for a nice right hand. as he lands quite a few.
Yeah, the last 10 seconds he stayed busy. You know who that's reminiscent of? Cujo. He hears that clapper, and Cujo just stays busy the whole last 10 seconds.
Yes, he does.
Finishes strong so the judges can remember.
And that's one thing that we have learned in the gym. Austin Deanda and I coming out of the same gym under the tutelage of Scott Sigmund. The last 10 seconds of the round is literally the last thing that the referees see. It's the most impressionable thing when they're about to write on their scorecards.
Yep.
Deanda blowing the kisses to the crowd. We have a nice hometown crowd of 1,000+ people. I'm not sure of the head count tonight, but it is a packed night, guys. And Deanda and Terry are putting on a great show for both of us, giving a valiant effort. Deanda setting back on that right foot a little bit more, making Daniel Terry reach for that right hand and just countering, just countering him. It was a good job by Daniel Terry getting his head off of the center line and making that jab to the chest. He's got to move his head a little bit more when he's punching. Just like that, he got countered, and he kept his head on the center line. You want to make sure you just try to move your head as much as you can.
Terry very apologetic for that overhand to the top of the head when Austin was rolling.
Deanda unloads a nice combo as Daniel Terry sets on the ropes a little bit more. If your opponent is setting on the ropes and he allows you to continue to punch, there is no reason for you to stop at that moment. He has nowhere to run. Deanda loading up on the right hand a little bit more. That's why the counter hasn't touched him as much as it can. I believe that Deanda is looking to stop Daniel Terry in the next round or so. Just Deanda catching and parrying those punches right in the pocket. As Daniel Terry doesn't put much on him.
He's not putting a whole lot on his punches this round.
Yes.
He's trying to stay busy until he's throwing with volume, but he's not throwing with heat.
Yes. Disguise that big punch behind a few short pitter-patter.
So what are you thinking, Owen? You think Deanda's going to be looking for a finish this round?
Deanda is 100% looking for a finish. I come out of the same gym from them, so I understand the philosophy coming into the ring already behind Deanda's camp. When Mr. Sigmund doesn't give Deanda the stool to set down on, He wants his fighter to finish the fight the following round. As Deanda stands in front of the Hurt Factory logo, there is no coincidence behind that. Once again, we see Deanda try to control the round with just that lead hand. He controls it, changing the way he jabs, switching his jab to a hook. A good right hand can take you around the world, but a good right hand can take you around the block, but a good lead hand can take you around the world. And it seems as if the young man Deanda has many places to travel.
A lot of unanswered shots there, but Terry's staying strong.
Deanda is landing clean punches, and Daniel Terry is answering back those, so I'm not sure how the remainder of this round will play out, if Deanda is going to continue to look for the knockout and he believes in the stoppage, or is Daniel Terry going to deter him and make him think that he cannot be stopped?
Yeah, Daniel Terry is just muscle memory and fighting at will right now. A lot of heart, no quitting him.
Daniel Terry making sure he's honest with that right hand and he isn't throwing anything too wide and too crazy. As Deanda backs Terry into the corner looking for a stoppage.
Terry's still walking forward. He's just marching forward.
Deanda lands a nice right uppercut. Daniel Terry has not seemed to want any way out.
No, he's looking at finishes on his feet. Looks like that one. I wonder if they're going to see that one's on the ground now. Almost caught him grounded on that one.
The corner of Daniel Terry stops the fight.
Terry's corner called the fight.
That was a phenomenal fight.
Yeah, great.
Yes,
great
it was
fight.
a great decision. I don't believe that Daniel Terry would have been able to come back after that, but
that's a respectable. That's a coach and a trainer that knows his fighter.
Yes, that a coach knows their fighter more than anybody else. They see the rounds, they see the sparring, they see how they react. Great fight by these young men.